Do you have everything you need for this upcoming recession? Prices rising everywhere. Inflation barreling in. Prices are going to be rising for household items. So grab your lunch and let's dig in. Welcome back to Working Class Freedom. Oh yeah. When things really go crazy and your dollar bill is now not worth what it used to be, you're going to want these things that are going to be really hard to come by. I've got a list of some things here. Might not be on your radar. And they're things that everybody uses all the time, but it's just not on the radar of, do I need this when things go bad? And a lot of them are kind of, I would say they're probably more comfort items. So let's live our lives like everything's fine, but let's think about what's going to happen a little bit ahead in the future. We just want to be a few steps ahead and just see what's coming, really. Household items, we buy them every day, all the time. But I'm talking about a few that you might overthink and maybe aren't on your list like we probably should have them. First off, I want to talk about appliances. You don't really think about that. They're the thing that runs every day, all day, just working. And yeah, they go out and we have to get new ones. But in this economy, if you buy new after this crazy inflation happens, it's going to cost you way more. Double, triple, I don't know how much they're going to be charging. Even buying used appliances, I'm talking about like washers, dryers, stoves, fridges, whatever it is that you need, sinks, you're going to need a sink, man. And even if it gets all the way down to, shit hits the fan, you're going to need all of these things. Maybe you could get along without them and be okay. But if you can have them, those are comforts that you're going to want and use and need when the time comes. And let's get real, guys. I mean, is the power really going to turn off and just shut down and be off forever? It could happen. Hey, I'd even say almost likely. But when, how long, could be never. So, appliances. Buy some appliances that are maybe wearing out, maybe getting a little too old for their age, and try to get something new or try to get a used one. I mean, I've got a broken washer I got to fix. Yeah, ideally, I'd like a brand new one. My wife definitely would like a brand new one, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We also need a new stove, so I'm going to be looking out for those. But secondhand, guys, we're trying to find what's going to work, because in this recession, when this happens, things are going to start falling off the shelves. You're not going to be able to find these items for brand new. And then the secondhand market will go up in price, and then it will be flooded and it will be gone as well. And people are going to be hanging on to those items and reusing them and fixing them and building them, making them last. Phones and laptops, you're probably going to want to get some things like that, these tech items, before these $200 phones are now $1,000, and the $1,000 phones are $5,000 or more. Who knows? So get yourself what you need. If something's running low, something is dying, something's getting old, try to refresh it now, man. Try to get some replacement parts or whatever you can to keep your gear running. And yeah, we can live without laptops, we can live without phones, but really, in a lot of situations, you're going to want a phone. You need communication to the outside world, right? A lot of people do a lot of work on their laptops or PCs, whatever. So think about that. Think about what you might need to upgrade with that. So next on the list is footwear and clothing. I mean, get yourself a good pair of boots. Waterproof boots. You need something that you can stand in a puddle and be okay. Because when things happen, like I've seen, especially out west, it's dry until it's not dry anymore. And then it's quite wet. Yeah, 3 feet of water everywhere. So just get ready. I mean, yeah, at that point you're swimming, so it doesn't matter. But it's nice to have a good pair of boots and clothing. Get ready for this winter. I have a feeling this winter is going to be rough. So buckle up, Buttercup, because here we go, man. Get some good coats. Get your kids settled in. Make sure they all have their stuff. I know this is normal stuff everybody does all the time. I'm just thinking, put it a little bit higher up on your radar here as far as, will this stuff be available later? Because it might not be. And if it is, it's going to be out of your price range. So get it now while things are doing okay. I mean, okay as in the stock market and the crypto markets are crashing right now, but whatever, dude. We're still living. We're still hanging out. As long as you're getting a paycheck, do what you can to put aside a few of your blow away money and put it towards some of these things. Next up on the list, kitchenware and cookware. Let's talk about that. I mean, how are you going to eat if you don't have a way to cook it? You got to have something to cook it on. Yeah, you can get a long ways with some tinfoil. And I'll tell you what, in a pinch, that can replace all of your cookware and diningware. I mean, in a pinch. But I'm talking about trying to make it a little bit more comfortable and a little more realistic here. So get yourself a good pair of pots and pans and good set. And just make sure you're good on that, you know. I recommend not getting glassware. Glass sucks. It just breaks and there's no repairing it. There's no, this will make it work someday, or maybe it'll work for something else. It's just done. Plastic, get some plastic stuff, man. We are all built out of microplastics. Just get over it and just live with the plastic, okay? We're built into it now, all right? We can't all be worried sick every time somebody touches plastic. It's everywhere. Next on the list, be garden supplies. Now this one's pretty serious because even if you don't have a garden, get something that you can grow something out of. Get a bucket, get the tools you need to grow something, because there's nothing like having your own little plant that feeds you. It's great. I am probably the worst green thumb out there, and I've probably only grown a handful of tomatoes. I mean, I'm terrible, but I need to get in gear and learn how to do this, man. I got to get past this gray thumb and get into the green side of the thumb, because I got to start growing things, because I don't want to have to depend on that. I mean, yeah, I'm still going to go to this grocery store. I'm not going to just go crazy and think that I can grow my entire winter's worth of food on November, whatever. That's not going to happen. I know that. But I want to learn these skills and I want to get these tools ready. I have most of them, but there's a few. I got broken shovels. I got some broken things that need to be replaced, and I need to think about those and try to get those running in the right, proper way. But it feeds you, man, and it's something that will last a generation or more. You get a good shovel, you get good, all the gardening tools, man. Whatever. Honestly, if you can get some good heirloom seeds, you'll be king, right? Grow some good seeds and learn how to grow it, because it's not easy. Yeah, next on the list, we got automotive parts. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you're like, okay, well, what do I need on my car? My car's running fine. But think about the things that wear out, you know, especially gasoline. I mean, that one's a big one. But how long does it last? Maybe we should do a video about how to store gasoline long term, because I don't know. So maybe we can find out together. So that'll probably be a future video. Tires. You need tires. You got to have some tires. And what do you do when they go dead? That thing will not move. So get a patch kit, get a couple of things, and make sure your tires are good, especially for the winter. Get ready for a heavy winter, guys. Get some chains too if you need them. Batteries, they only last about 5 years before they just start shitting out. I mean, on my old truck right now, he's having a hard time in the cold with that battery. So I need a new battery for him. It's about 5-year-old battery in there. But so yeah, little pieces that you need. Light bulbs are always good, but do what you can with what you got. Have some extra things. Just put that on your radar. Figure out what it is that your car needs, what your vehicles need, and put those up there on your list instead of a new gadget that you need for your hobby this week, or whatever big fancy restaurant you need to go to. I mean, come on, just wheel it down. I'm not saying we need to cut all this out, which we should cut it all out, but who's gonna fucking do that, right? It'd be nice. We all want to do that. We all strive for that, but are we gonna get there? We'll see. Maybe we don't all strive for that. Someone will say, fuck you, I'm gonna go out to eat every night. And that's fine, because you've put that in your budget. That's yours to have. So next on the list, health supplements and vitamins and whatever other kind of healthcare stuff you need. If you have prescriptions and things like that, I mean, I know that those are pretty impossible to store. They only last so long. But get a good amount of your basics, ibuprofen, Tylenol. I mean, those are the two number one things that'll give you autism. But, we love them. We love the autism. We're all here. We're all going to absorb it together. Yeah, vitamins, vitamin C. Get all these vitamins that you need. Vitamin B12 is good. B6. Just check your pantry and see what it looks like, because there might be some things that you'd be like, hey, well, we need to get some of that. I know I would have a really hard time without some heartburn reducers and whatever kind of zinc. I take zinc all the time to try to stay from getting sick, because who wants to get sick these days? Next on the list would be cleaning supplies. I mean, go as basic as you want. You could just get jugs of vinegar and baking soda, and that's basically all you would need. I mean, yeah, you're going to want something different if you're going to wash your body. So you get a couple of things that last a long time and work for just about everything. Cast iron soap is a great way to go. But other than that, just for your day-to-day use, just go check it out. Check out your closet, your cleaning supplies, and see what you need to upgrade. I know a lot of this is not on your radar because it's like, oh, well, we always get this stuff whenever we need it. But go and look and see if there's something that's missing. Next on the list, alcohol. Alcoholic beverages. Buy some alcohol, man. That stuff's going to go up in price like crazy. But more than anything, it's going to be impossible to get unless you make your own. So, and its shelf life is forever. I don't know how long the shelf life is, but it'll last a long time, especially if you seal it up and put it in the dark, temperate place. Put it in the basement. That's where it goes. Get you a decent bottle of whiskey or whatever your preferred drink is, and just get you a case of it and just put it down and try not to drink it. Now, first in, first out rule. We got to have that whenever you're storing something that's extra. If you're gonna have a supply, you need to be doing first in, first out, whatever it is. Okay, guys? Even Band-Aids go bad. Just do what you gotta do. So next on the list is construction materials. We can't do a lot of stuff without some of those materials. Some of those materials are a requirement for some things to be done. If you want to have a structure holding up a roof, then you're going to need something to do it with. You can always cut down trees, but now you are the lumber store, and I don't know if you've ever made your own boards out of a tree before, but if you have, then kudos to you, because I know that that's very difficult. So get some supplies. Think about a couple of projects that you might need, and maybe you should get at least the supplies for, and the tools as well, man. You gotta have those tools. But don't go crazy. Don't get the tools that are just gonna be sitting in your cabinet forever, brand new. Get the tools that you need, that you're gonna use. If you don't have those skills, then don't waste your money. Save your money on something else that somebody with those skills will trade you for. So find your niche of, so find what it is that you're good at, so that you can trade people and get as much of that as you can. And trading is going to be the best way to go. When the dollar crashes, we're all going to be trading eggs. Okay, guys? Trading eggs. I'm just telling you guys, just put those items in your head and just think about where your stockpile is of those things. They're things that everybody has. But are you missing something? Is one of the boxes a little lower than what it could be, and maybe it needs a refresh and you just didn't really notice it until today? Also, I'd really like for you guys to mention in the comments down below any ideas of other items that we might need. And I know there's a whole list of prepping stuff that is to be had, but I'm talking about day-to-day basic household appliances or household items that we use and we take for granted, really. But if we want to stay on that comfort zone, we need to gather them up now before it's too late. We can live without them, that's fine. But until shit hits the fan, let's live comfortable, all right, guys? Let's relax a little bit, all right? Let's have a little bit of that comfort while we still can. So let me know what you think down below. Give me some thoughts, give me some ideas. The economy is pretty rough right now. So we do need to work on what we can with what we got. But let me know how it is. And always remember, keep building toward your freedom. I'll see you next time.